what's going on. Let's see if I can get 100% in here this time around. So, if the territories are all conquered, I mean, the stats are saying it's at 100%, so I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I'm gonna try to do a specific achievement that involves buying all of the houses and getting $1 million to see if it actually is fully conquered, because it did not update in my percentage statistics.
Oh, that's right. Later, big baby. Call me with some chronic, guys. I'm strapped. Nothing go around without me knowing about. Hey, I saw her first. She's mine. Hey, baby, you don't remember me. What up, fool? You tried that grub at Clumpingvale yet? It's the bomb. I got a bad. She too nice to be a hoe. Hey, homie, in a minute. Something died under me. Kick me down some chronic, bro. Anybody here seen my lizard? Oh, she fine as hell. Trying to check me? Stop talking shit about me, homie. Hey, baby pup, right over here. I invented all of it. Raise up, little bitch. Stay off the.
You go ahead and get an helicopter for this. Honestly, I think it's actually faster to just buy the houses. Maybe I'll get the helicopter from the airport in here. But yeah, I mean, if I don't get the achievement, that means I don't have every single territory controlled yet from the gang wars. Which means that I'm screwed because I'm not able to see what fucking territory I'm missing.
You trying to kill someone?
Fuck, I really hate this game. The fact that you cannot just select a specific area to travel to. Like, you cannot select an icon. That is so fucking annoying, man. You can't just select the house you want to move to and just, you know, get the GPS for that. No, you have to go ahead and...
Cabron! Just so great to live a clean, sober life.
Come on, Chota.
You ain't gonna cry now, are you?
Respond to a 1081 in.
What's up, Daniel? Welcome back. It's a shame that Catalina's house is usually so far away. It's like in the middle of nowhere. To steal her buffalo, it's kind of annoying to get to. It's also kind of a shame that I cannot really, you know, just blast the radio in these streams. These travels would be a lot more than entertaining with the radio going on in the background. Like it becomes a little bit boring, honestly.
About to kill some.
What are you using the translator for? For making your videos? Or for your schoolwork or something like that? Yeah, I think it's yeah, it's probably not ideal using it like that. You probably end up fairly slow having to type all of that, especially while you're playing a game. By the time you finish typing it, like the reaction moment is already past. Okay, I think that's all. And I actually think I was being an idiot. I'm pretty sure I actually have all of the territories conquered. I think I looked up online and it said it was like 54%. And because I didn't really get any notification that I conquered everything, I thought I had missed something. But it looks like I didn't miss anything. I conquered all of the gang territories. So yeah, I mean, yeah, never trust the search engine AI for this shit. Pretty sure I got bamboozled by them and wasted a bunch of time yesterday for no reason. So yeah, I'm gonna see, I mean, I'm gonna be able to check right now if I'm missing something or not. There's gonna be a trophy after I finish buying all of the houses that involve, obviously buying all of the houses, getting all of the game territories, and having $1 million on the bank. So if I don't get it, then obviously that means that I'm missing a territory. If I get it, that means that I don't. Which is, the only weird part is that why the fuck does the percentage not update once you start capturing territories? I mean, I thought it worked like all of the others, where it's slowly increasing the percentage, or after you do them all, you get all the percentage at once. But it didn't increase; it's stuck at 86% somehow. Yeah, there are collectibles on the map. I actually already got most of the collectibles. I already got the horseshoes, all of them. I got all of the clams. I got all of the spray tags. I got all of the pictures. And I already did all of the vehicle missions, yeah. As you can see, my health bar is already very large, so I already did the paramedic, the fire truck. It's actually pretty useful in the final mission, the fire truck one. You can just run through the fire. I already did the pimp missions, which are pretty useless, honestly. They don't really give you any benefits, really. And how do I enter this place? I already did the military ones, vigilante, I guess they're called. I did all of the side missions already, even the delivery missions, the trucking missions, the ones in the construction site as well. I did basically all of the side content already. The only thing left is finishing the races in Los Santos and buying all the properties. That's the only two things I have left to do. Which is why I would have thought my progress should have been higher than 86% on my stat. Am I really gonna have to steal a truck to jump over? Like, come on, man. Actually, here's the entrance. They really made the entrance to this fucking airport so needlessly complicated, man. That's why I never used the Los Santos airport. Just so annoying to get into this place. Like, the entrance is not even really well marked on the map either. Let's see if I can find an helicopter to make going around the map a bit easier. Hopefully there is one. Also, why the fuck are these cops not disappearing? I've been with the One Star for a while. Come on, is there really not gonna be a fucking helicopter? Well, fuck. Well, great. Yeah, it's definitely the worst. The worst of the airports by far. It's the one that is literally the farthest away from everything. Like, it's so isolated, you basically never even set foot here naturally. I mean, they could at the very least given you a mission to tell you that there is an airport in Los Santos. I mean, For a while I didn't even know there was an airport here, because it's literally completely isolated, this area, from the rest of the map. You never come here in any missions. And to get into the airport itself, like, it's a pain. Like, it's really poorly designed overall. God damn, this plane is slow. Yeah, it does look like a military base from the map. Yeah, it's kind of like they purposefully isolated it from everything else. You literally only have one specific road that you can even use to access that area. And there's no shortcuts to the place either. Like, if you don't go through that specific road, that is actually the highway, you cannot get there. It's completely cut off from everything else. Really weird. And again, why is there not even a mission in the remote region? Like, the entire first half of the game is already focused on being basically an extremely long tutorial. They might as well give you a tutorial about the airport. I don't know why they didn't bother doing that. Telling you that, you know, you can travel to other cities eventually. Great. There goes the plane. It's where that race took place. That's why I wanted a fucking helicopter. I mean, it's basically impossible to park a plane like this. I mean, I'm gonna get one once I get to San Fierro. Let's see, there's one over here. I mean, I should have already bought this one, man. Kinda just paying back for not buying this shit. There's also one over here, and one over here, and one over here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the helicopter first, though. Oh, nice, there's a bike in here. Let's go. If you want to look at the map, that was the inspiration for Los Santos. It's Los Angeles, the city in the United States, in California. I mean, the entire state of San Andreas is actually loosely based on California. It's like California and Nevada, I think. Let me see. I know that at the very least it's California. Is it Nevada? Yeah, it's California and Nevada. It definitely is not exactly the same. I mean, they definitely don't have the gaming capacity to make the entirety of Los Angeles. The GTA 5 map is probably more realistic compared to Los Angeles in real life. But honestly, making a city that big is also honestly not exact. I think I prefer a smaller interpretation that you get in GTA San Andreas. Though to be honest with you, I feel like map design in GTA games, I think it fails in every game, starting from San Andreas. I think they start making maps too big for their own good. I think they start becoming way too big, and it starts with this game. This game, it already is really big. That's why they also introduced planes and helicopters to kind of help bridge that. Unfortunately, most of the time you don't have access to those. But yeah, I feel like for a GTA game, I feel like something like Vice City's map is probably the ideal amount of size you want. Like, it's big enough to have to feel like expensive, but it's not big enough to not feel empty or a chore to traverse. That's probably as big as you probably want a map. I think anything bigger than that, especially for a game like this, I think it ends up, you know, working in the other direction. Like, traveling through the map ends up becoming really boring. And really annoying. And especially if they model real life streets and especially if they start modeling real life streets and pathways to be realistic, then it starts becoming even more problematic, because again, one thing that Vice City did very well, that they stopped doing because again it's not realistic, is, for example, in the first city you actually have a bunch of alleyways that basically connect. It allows you basically to cut through the entire island, making your travel time a lot shorter. They kind of start removing that in San Andreas and then in future games, because it's obviously not realistic for you to be traversing the city through alleyways. But it ends up making travel more annoying. I didn't know that they were supposed to be remote, no. Honestly, it was a good decision not to make them remote, honestly. This will make traveling even worse. It's already really annoying. Like, imagine having to travel by boat every time you want to cross islands. I guess you would, I mean, either that or you'd always have to cross through the same bridge. I wonder how exactly it would work with the countryside. Would they just cut off the countryside? I mean, I guess it can work with Las Venturas and Los Santos, but San Fierro kind of needs the countryside, otherwise I think it becomes a bit odd. The map layout. The hell is this helicopter? I've never seen this. Okay, next house here. God damn, this is slow. Fuck, could they not just give me a regular helicopter, man? Why did they give me this trash? Well, sometimes they didn't even have helicopters. Now they give me this slow piece of garbage over here. Come on, man. They were going to build an Alcatraz island. I wonder where they would put that thing. But it's actually the alleyway down here. It's a pretty big garage, though I guess there's a big entrance there. Wait, buying houses is actually jumping my progress tremendously. What the hell? It was definitely at 87 before this stream. It already jumped to 90. That's crazy. That's very unbalanced, though. I mean, why does buying a house give you so much percentage progress? Like, it's literally the easiest thing you can probably do. Like, compared to, for example, doing the work. trucker missions or the work in the construction site, those take way longer and they give you like barely a percentage point. Like buying a house just gives you what, straight up a percentage point as well. I don't know, I feel like that's kind of unbalanced. Oh, there are in the upper left corner. That would be where Alcatraz would be. I guess that's interesting. I mean, that part of the map always kind of felt a little bit empty. Like they made an entire isolated part of the map, and there's nothing there. You don't do anything in that region. There's nothing really to do besides the boat school. I guess it makes sense if they were planning to do something over there. Could have been interesting, I guess, if, I don't know, Torino sent CJ in there as an undercover guy in one mission, and you'd have to do missions from the inside there. See in the restaurant, yeah, maybe. I didn't really look too deeply into that. I'm not very, you know, very well versed in GTA San Andreas lore. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's literally giving me 1% every property I buy. That's crazy. Like, how are they worth so much percentage points in progress? That is crazy. That's why I was so low at 86% even after I conquered all of the territories. Like, this game is really just fucking with my head, I guess. The next property to buy, there's nothing else on San Fierro. Yeah, there's nothing. Let's go back to the Santos then. Actually, no. Let's go over here first. I'll buy that house on the way and let's get a better helicopter. I mean, I'm already getting pissed off riding with this slow piece of garbage over here. This shack over here, right? I mean, there's not really any other house to buy nearby, so it's probably this one. Yeah, it is this one. I really don't understand why the map becomes like that, or in a plane or an helicopter. It makes it really hard to judge exactly where the fuck you are, because you're usually always behind. Look at that. Like, the place I'm at is actually way behind where the marker says I am. I don't know why the fuck they do this shit. It's really confusing. I mean, I was actually struggling quite a bit navigating through Las Venturas' streets doing the vigilante mission. Because of that. I mean, they were telling me that where the targets were in the minimap. I was going there, and they were actually not there. They were actually way further ahead, because the map was just pointing in the wrong direction. This guy just ran me over with a boat. Piece of shit. I remember that. 10 years ago, all those fucking mysteries. I remember seeing a bunch of videos on YouTube about the supposed mysteries in the game. There was usually one of them. The abandoned farm with the bloodstains. There was also another one in the cemetery where a bunch of, like, someone gets killed or something. There was also another dude that was, you know, constantly committing suicide in a part of the map, just going down into the water and drowning. I mean, it's definitely just a coding error, that shit. It's definitely not intended. It's just a coding mistake, but they made some crazy creepypastas about that. Spooky videos. And what is the truth about it? Tell us the story about those bloodstains. Not on top of my head, no. Is it important to mention? Like, do I need to know the exact location of what you're talking about? Or can the story still be told even if I don't know what mansion that is? Look at this, man. Oh my god.
Careful.
Look at how far away I am actually when I get out of the fucking helicopter. This is ridiculous. I don't really know what mansion you're talking about, but I think I continue telling the story even if I don't know. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Texas Chainsaw, is it? Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's a movie, isn't it?
Warm it up, Kane. Warm it up, CJ. Warm it up, Kane.
Yeah, that's a movie about some random dudes that have their car die out in the middle of nowhere. They stop by they actually stop near a farm. They go to their farm to ask for help, and there's a guy with a bag of potatoes on his head, running after them with don't tell me the fucking helicopter despawned, man. God fucking damn it, man. Are you serious? Oh my god. This fucking game, man. Wow. 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 They're just fucking with me now.
Quality tailoring makes the man.
This ain't gonna be pretty.
Am I really gonna have to take this?
Give me that fucking vehicle.
Nice to meet you both.
Sir?
Ever tried buying booze?
Was I mean they usually all these movies usually are inspired by something. They usually have some sort of baseline story that they serves as inspiration, like an event or something that kind of strikes the inspiration on the author, and they make, you know, whatever whatever changes they need to make it entertaining, I guess. It happens in a lot of movies,
You hit me.
like especially movies like this. Oh, they killed the guy, the people. Did they kill him with a chainsaw? For some ironic destiny.
I'm married to all my brothers.
I am married to all my brothers. What the fuck, man? What are you talking about? What did he make the furniture of? Like, did he use the bones as like to make a table or a chair or something, or did he use the skin to make some leather or something? What could you possibly use in the human body to make some furniture? Skate 3 Pro.
Mano, ese no joke.
Trespassers will be shot. Use the machete. That's interesting. I guess despite the fame that the United States has, most people don't walk around with guns, which is funny. Because otherwise you'd have been dead very fast. If he tried getting one of his victims and they just pull out a shotgun on his face. Also, thank God I do not have to do the stunt jumps for the 100% in this game. Thankfully, I don't have to do that. I would absolutely crash out if I did. That's a pretty popular tactic, you know, making sausage or minced meat or whatever, or feeding it to the pigs. Guess that's an interesting way of disposing of remains, using the rest, like the bones that are usually very hard to get rid of, to make furniture, I guess. That's probably a decent way of disposing. I guess it could have worked if he was a bit more careful. And now he got his victims. I mean, I think it's a little bit too on the nose going around with a leather mask. I think it's just literally signaling that there's a serial killer in town walking around with a leather mask like that.
How impressive!
$94.65.
Hey, hey, hey!
Next house. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more houses. That's about 2%, which means like 96% or something. Races, I think there's like 4 or 5 races. If I pass by the school, the motorcycle school, I'm actually gonna change bikes. Because I have 2 better bikes in there. Fuck, it's not here. My bad. Next one is over here. Let's hope that that achievement pops and confirms that I got all the territories. I should have gotten that bike over there. Fuck, this one is pretty slow. The game now is just taunting with random bikes passing me by.
cleaner. You want my wallet?
Okay, okay, I actually had conquered all of the territories. Yeah, I was just being an idiot yesterday. There's only 2 more achievements that I need for the 100%. The Platinum. One of them is to get 100%, which I'm close, 96.79. The only things I'm missing are a few races in Los Santos. Let me go here. And that's it. I don't need anything actually. For the Platinum I also need another thing to do. That is to basically just start a new game. After I get 100% on the save file, and that's it. I finally finished this. Finally. I'm moving on from the GTA trilogy. Like, this took a while for me to get through. Okay, that actually took more than the Spyro trilogy by quite a bit, and the Spyro trilogy actually stopped for quite a bit before finishing it midway through. And definitely this San Andreas one definitely took the longest by far, just to be expected, but I mean, you can also tell that Rockstar started really pushing the boundaries with there, you know, with that padding that they start adding into their games of completely idiotic stuff that has no real purpose being on the game. It's just there to fill up, you know, playtime for players. I mean, it was already kind of there in previous games, but this one, it gets up to, dialed up to 11. It gets really bad with the amount of useless side content that you have, and you're forced to do as well if you want to finish the game. I guess you're technically not forced, but they will try to keep you as long as possible in this game. Like, it's not even doing fun stuff. I mean, if he was doing stuff like the races, which are pretty fun overall, or like the bike challenges, I would be fine with it, but fucking hell, man. The stuff that they have you do is just insufferably boring. Like, who the fuck wants to do trucker missions or go work in a construction site, man? Nobody wants to do that shit. I guess I'll have to save this commentary for either tomorrow or 2 days from now when I release the review of GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition. I guess I'll review both, just like the previous 2 reviews. I'll review both the original San Andreas and the Definitive Edition kind of at the same time. Since the Definitive Edition basically didn't change anything besides making the game look worse, so they're basically the same game. This one is actually just worse in terms of performance in every fucking way, which is unbelievable. But I guess you'll have to stay tuned for that review. I actually have quite a bit of annotations. That's a pretty big question there, Daniel. Why do you ask? That's cool. I guess if I had to say, I guess I'd say, yeah, in a way I do believe in Jesus Christ. And that's fine, you can say God bless as much as you want, there's no problems there. Wait, what?
You from Seville or Suckerville families?
Oh, okay, this is the one you do
You're pushing
during
your
the
luck.
story missions. Okay, it's actually
Cuídate la ropa,
this.
mija.
What the fuck is this one? When have I done? When the fuck have I done these? What?
Damn, mija.
I guess these are also the story ones that you do with Catalina and Claude. I guess. Let's start with this one. It's a bike race. The hell was that? Jeez, man, the game just froze. This guy's actually pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie, I have to be careful so that I don't lose to him. It's actually not a joke. There we go. Winner. No, it's not that easy, honestly. That was one AI that was actually pretty decent. You made one mistake that you actually would have lost. Especially since this is such a short track. You don't really have the advantage of being able to just be able to output more top speed than your opponents. So you're not even able to go ahead and get a massive gap in. This one is probably going to be a bit easier. There's also not as many curves, hard curves. As you can see, once you start, powering down with the accelerator, I mean, the AI really has no way of catching up with you. They're probably limited or capped at the maximum acceleration of like 80% of their bike. They probably have a hard limit on, so they really cannot catch up with you. In races where there's a lot of long straights. Fuck this. The hell was that woman wearing for a fucking bike race? Got me here in a fucking bikini, man. What the hell? And yeah, I mean, I saw from the corner of my eye, I can't really, pay that much attention to chat as I'm trying not to crash this bike in a race. But yeah, I have seen Dexter. I've seen Dexter until like season 6. And then I stopped watching because I kinda got tired of it. But yeah, the first few seasons are pretty good. I think the first one is like probably one of the best seasons overall that you can find in TV show history. Really, it's actually really well written. I think I mean the second season is not as well written, but it's definitely more intense for sure. Definitely brings your pumps your blood a little bit more than the first one, though, even if it's not as well written. Then after that, I feel like the story kind of dropped off a little bit in season 3 and 4, even if season 4 kind of brought back a little bit of the tension again. I don't think it quite ever reached the highs of the first season ever again in terms of writing. But yeah, season 2 and 4 were still pretty good. After season 4 though, I don't think the story really held up. I think it kind of started falling off. It kind of became a seasonal type of stuff, where basically you have a specific story going on in one season, and then the next season everything resets, and you have a completely different side story. It kind of just feels like none of the stories really matter. The stories are also not as interesting, but yeah. I also haven't really seen the new one, like the one where he gets killed by his son or something. I have not really seen that one. And the remake as well. I mean, when he was young, they're making something about that, aren't they? I mean, I haven't really seen any of that new stuff, honestly. It kind of feels like they really should just let it finish once and for all. Just, you know, beating down a dead corpse at this point. It's kind of sad, honestly. One thing that I always found funny was in the original Dexter, whenever they wanted to showcase a backstory, and they had to make young Dexter. I mean, it always looked ridiculous when they put Dexter's actor. Hello? Okay. When they put Dexter's actor into a child costume to try and make him look young, he always looked like a complete idiot in those costumes. They had him use a wig and a cap, as if that's gonna hide a massive amount of wrinkles on his face. Man.
Choose from an aspiring range.
Let's go. Let's just see some of these so that I mean, I don't even know why I'm bothering. It's probably gonna be the last time I'm gonna pick up this game in a long time. It doesn't really matter if I lose all the muscle, so... Now, anyway, I guess it's just force of habit. We see how much that increases the stats. 98.4. We're almost there. Damn, homie. There's 3 races. Are they all motorcycle? Ah no, well, just proven wrong. I mean, I was thinking that all of the ones I had done thus far were bike races there. I was thinking there was only going to be bikes, but yeah, cool. Also, why the fuck is my car so slow compared to theirs? What the hell is this? Why am I being handicapped like this? Look at this, man. Those guys are all crashing into each other and I still cannot catch up to them. It's crazy. And yeah, now I'm getting screwed. And that guy is just... The guy in the front is just building up a gap now. Fuck. Wow, look at this. The guys are pulling away. Well, I fucked that guy. Man, look at... How is this even fair, man? What the hell? Oh, no. Fuck. I almost fucking died there. What the hell? Yeah, literally a fucking refrigerator. What the fuck, man? How is this even fair? Especially with the start being all up a fucking hill. Look at this, man. This is not fair. Fucking hell, dude. I mean, that guy probably won the race already. Look how far away you got. The only one who didn't crash. Oh, fuck you. Why do I have 2 stars after? Well, time to turn on the Max Verstappen music in my mind and drive like a champion now. No, I don't know why he has to stand up on the motorcycle. Why is that? Okay, they all just kill each other in there. So that's how you win. Yeah, on the motorcycle you can... Fuck, man. On the motorcycle you can basically lower CJ down by pulling the analog to the front. And now I'm racing with a cop bike. Again, it does give you speed, though it does make it a bit annoying to control the car. Man, they're gonna blow up my car. Fuck you, man. What? Where was I supposed to go? I'm pretty sure that was not how I was supposed to do that. Where the fuck was I supposed to go? Yeah, in real life it is. You can basically reduce the amount of drag by cutting through the wind, basically. By going down like that and making yourself more aerodynamic, you basically reduce the amount of air resistance blowing in your face because you reduce the surface area of your body. So you basically have less air resistance pulling you back, basically meaning that you go faster, or rather than going faster, you maintain higher speeds for longer. They use it a lot, yeah, like in cycling, in karting. I don't know if you've seen karting, but they also do that. In motorcycle racing, I don't really think they do that as much, since you're kind of already in that position, just by sitting on a bike. But yeah, in karting and bicycles, they do a lot of that. That's right. The music of Max Verstappen in my mind made me win that one.
Use your friggin' eyes!
Because the only thing I had to do was turn on the music in my mind, and I win instantly.
I'm not about to take that.
Oh hell no! We have a Mercedes fan over here. Hell no! Must be pretty happy, huh, this year. The rocket ship they built. What the hell? How am I supposed to get down there, man? Oh my god. This doesn't make any sense, man. Did Senna ever drive? I don't. Senna never drove for Mercedes, did he? Did he drive for McLaren and for Williams? I mean, I don't even think McLaren had a Mercedes engine back then. I think they had a what? A Honda engine? Speaking of Honda, goddamn man. Just brought me flashbacks for what they did to my team. Goddamn Honda. Yeah, I mean right now he definitely is. Though Max is definitely not performing at his best right now with the new regulations. I mean, that's probably mostly because he refuses to adapt to them because he hates them, but he's definitely not driving at his highest level of performance, that's for sure right now. Though, to be fair, neither really is Hamilton, though he definitely is doing better in these regs than Max, purely because I feel like that easier on him. The way these regulations work definitely make it easier for someone like Hamilton. Oh, are you fucking serious, man? Yeah, I mean, everyone has a dream of winning for a Ferrari. It's not gonna happen, though. That team is cursed for what they did to Michael.
Give me that fuck.
God damn it, man, these fucking cops. Yeah, Nikola is definitely one of the best drivers in history. I mean, the best one for Ferrari, I mean, I think it's kind of hard to argue when you have Schumacher in there, winning 5 titles and turning that team around, but he was at the very least the second best driver for Ferrari for sure. I feel like what Schumacher did was basically what Lauda did on a bigger scale. Lauda turned Ferrari into a winning team. Schumacher turned Ferrari into a dominant team. I think that counts for something. But yeah, he was at the very least the second best driver for Ferrari for sure. Pretty impressive that he basically almost won a tournament, even after crashing, burning Alfie's face off, and missing like 3 races. And he almost won, lost by 1 point. I mean, if you're gonna say that Schumacher is a cheater, I mean, you can't say Schumacher is a cheater with while being a fan of Senna, right? Senna was also pretty dirty as a driver. I don't really care about drivers being dirty. I mean, do whatever it takes to win is what I'll say overall. Okay, looks like I'm gonna win this time. Okay, I went to the right one. I was already thinking. Man, looks like I'm gonna win this one. It was definitely the cops holding me back. One thing I noticed is that I think they make the spawn rate of damn. What the hell is that? They make the spawn rate of cars actually lower during the races. I'm pretty sure. You definitely don't see as men roaming around in the streets. Okay, last race. It's a pretty big one. Oh my god. It's pretty long, 5.2 miles. With the bullets. Don't remind me of Fernando Alonso, please. Please. I beg you. You're gonna remember me that Aston Martin is a tractor this year. And I don't want to remember that. I'm taking a month off to forget about that pile of trash of a car. And Alonso is actually my favorite driver, so as you can tell, I'm pretty screwed for this season.
dude. Thanks a lot.
God damn it. Also, for anyone, I should start using my actual tip of... It actually doesn't work in here. Yeah. That car is not a Formula 1 car, it's a Formula 2 car in disguise. It's actually not Formula 1. You know, Adrian Newey designed the car for Formula 2 instead by mistake. Unfortunately, we're in Formula 1. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, now it does matter.
You get out much?
God damn it. This map is evil. This map is taking the piss out of me. How in the world have those guys not caught up to me yet? That is crazy. Okay. Yeah, they were making a card for sure. Honestly, they probably would have made a faster card, honestly, if they were making a card. Unbelievable. At least the card would actually be able to finish the race compared to whatever Frankenstein they created Aston Martin for this year. That just tries to kill the driver, or self-destruct, or both. All races won 1 million. 100% achieved, there we go. 100%. Why did I lose respect? What? I get 100% of the game and I lose respect. That makes no sense. 100%. Okay, let me go save the game. And that's basically it for the GTA San Andreas gameplay. Only the review left, and that's gonna be it for quite some time for GTA. I definitely got over my nostalgia that I was feeling when I decided to play all of these. I'm definitely good for a long time on GTA games now.
Fantastic, you hit me.
The only thing left is to save the game and actually start a new one for me to get the platinum. I never actually got the 100% before. He actually spawns a tank over here and a Hydra up there. If you didn't know. Yeah, the first two are pretty popular. Fittipaldi is not as popular though. That's an interesting. I guess it makes sense since you're from Brazil. Didn't you guys have like another three-time world champion? Which one? Like Max Verstappen's father-in-law. What the fuck was his name? Uh, uh, Nelson Piquet. What about him? Isn't he also like? Well, he was a three-time world champion. He was Brazilian, wasn't he? Okay, now for the Platinum Trophy. Okay, that's interesting. He was the first Brazilian one to bring trophies. Okay, that's cool. Oh shit. Here we go again. There we go. And
After 5
there's
years
a
on the
trophy.
East Coast,
I ain't no
it's
buster.
time to go home.
Finally finished this game. Finally. It's been a while. Goddamn. That's cool. That means you like a lot of driving styles, a lot of personalities. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for the stream as well. There's nothing else for me to do in the game. I already finished everything. As you can see, I'm at 100% completion. I spent 55 hours playing. What the fuck? 55 hours, that's what? That's like 20 more hours than... Let me see if this is good or bad. 40 to 50 hours. I think that's okay. I'm pretty sure I left the game running for a while as well. I wasted a bit of time. I wasn't even playing. Just AFK doing some random stuff. I think that's fine. 55 hours. Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo, I mean, it's kind of sad what happened to him, honestly. He just basically lost his, I don't know, his gift once he went to McLaren. He really just seemed lost and never really gained the spark back after his McLaren stint. Unfortunate. Absolutely would have been world champion as well had Max Verstappen not come into Red Bull. Kind of sad, but I mean, it is where it is. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. But yeah, I guess that's it for the stream then. Nothing else to do. The game is finished. I wasted a bunch of time yesterday looking for a territory that did not even exist, like an idiot, following the recommendations of the fucking search engine AI telling me there was 54 territories. And when the search engine was actually just talking about something completely different. But yeah, well, whatever. I guess we're finished. I guess that's it for this one. That's it for the GTA for a while as well. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna play next. I guess I'll decide in the meantime. assignment. I mean, either today or tomorrow, I'm gonna release the review of this game, and then from then I'll have to decide what I'll play next. I mean, it's either gonna be finishing up an old game that I have here, Darksiders War Mastered, or it's gonna be playing Resident Evil, which I'm planning on starting the franchise eventually, from the beginning. But yeah, just reading some last chat. Ken Block. I actually never really watched the monster, so I was never really that into it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it happens a lot with a lot of young drivers. Dying too young with a lot of potential to achieve great things. I mean, it's a very common story. I mean, not as much nowadays, with how much, you know, safety has improved, but definitely before. I think you told me already that, you know, I mean, you didn't tell me directly that it was your favorite game, but you definitely mentioned you playing Resident Evil 4 before. But yeah, I mean, I'll eventually get to Resident Evil 4. I mean, I'm definitely going to be getting into the Resident Evil franchise soon. I just have to get a few more games, namely Resident Evil 2 and 3. Yeah, the next game I'm playing is probably going to be the Darksiders. I'm going to check if I can get to the second Darksiders. And after that it's going to be the Resident Evil series. But yeah, I think I'll finish up this stream here. Stay tuned for the review that is coming either tomorrow or in 2 days. And that's it. Thank you, Daniel, for the participation on the stream. And thank you for watching. See you on the next one, guys.
Not enough horny men around.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. You too. You too.